Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. Seems like a pretty small week this week, but when you get down to it, there's always lots of great things to talk about. Gonna start with the Marvel guys this week because of course we have to talk about this guy. That's Deadpool Cable number 3. Everything Deadpool is flying out of here right now. You've probably seen the movie at least twice. Everybody seems to have seen the movie at least twice. This is unfortunately your only new Deadpool book this week, but get down and pick that up because, like I say, everything with his picture on it's going super fast these days. Lots of other things to talk about though. Avengers Standoff number 1. This feeds into your next big A-Team event from the Marvel guys. Cool Cosmic Cube cover there. It's got 3 different basic covers, including a Skottie Young. I know how much you all love the Skottie Young covers. Power Man and Iron Fist make their return to comics. Awesome duo from the 70s. I was a big fan of Power Man and Iron Fist. Have a couple of the old school ones on the back wall here in the shop. Always encourage you guys to pick up some cool Power Man stuff. Extraordinary X-Men is your only X book of the week, but it's enough because this is the awesome one. It's got Old Man Logan in it. Cool Nightcrawler cover there. Let's talk about the ladies of Marvel. Mighty Thor, one of the most popular books they have going right now. And Spider-Woman, a Black Cat favorite. This book's been pretty solid. Cool Scrolls cover there. Speaking of the spiders, Amazing Spider-Man, the longtime staple spider book with these awesome Alex Ross covers. Anything with an Alex Ross cover is worth cover price. And Carnage rounds out your spider stuff for the week. Silver Surfer, it's one of my favorite books. Got the ever-loving blue-eyed thing right there on the cover. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. I love anything with Mike Allred. Great book. Squadron Supreme. This one might be flying under your radar, but there's big things going on in this book. If you read number 2, you know what I'm talking about. We've got all the issues in stock, and you definitely want to catch up, because like the Standoff book, this one is eventually going to start tying into the Avengers stuff in a big way. Uncanny Inhumans, the cool Black Bolt cover. And Star Wars, like Mighty Thor, doesn't get much bigger than the Star Wars comics coming from Marvel these days. Star Wars, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan and Anakin is the mini that's rolling right now. Great stuff. This is the first issue of a new story arc, so if you haven't been following the book, you can just jump in on this one. We've got Black Cat packs and trade paperbacks for the previous issues. Everybody knows I'm a big Star Wars fan. Great week for the DC guys. Always like to start with Batman. Batman and Robin Eternal is your weekly Bat book. Robin is one of the more popular characters of the DCU. Let's talk about these Neal Adams variant covers for a minute. Like this one. This is Robin, son of Batman. To be 200% honest, I'm not awesome enough to tell you what each and every one of these homages. You'll just have to Google them yourself or become that kind of DC expert like my friend Marcus is. But there's that one. Here's the one for Harley Quinn, for Wonder Woman, for Titans Hunt. If I have to tell you who Neal Adams is, that's kind of a shame. Another name you can Google and pick up every book the guy's ever done. One of the greatest comic artists of all time. Martian Manhunter, Neal Adams cover. He's the B cover for a lot of DC books this month. Not all of them, but they do themes each month. And this month, Neal Adams is the guy. That's your Sinestro one. Great stuff. I think there's 6 of them in all this week. Really encourage you guys to pick those up. American Alien is your only super book this week. Poison Ivy. Not sure if she's Harley's sidekick, if Harley is her sidekick. I'm not really sure what goes on there. But Poison Ivy's awesome and she deserves her own book. That's the 2nd issue. We still got a couple of the 1st issue in stock. Secret 6 with Batgirl. And Injustice rounds out your DC stuff. A lot of great things going on from the Vertigo guys. This is your new issue of Lucifer. Perhaps you've seen the TV show that follows up the X-Files. Really been encouraging you guys to get into the new Vertigo books that have been rolling out, like Clean Room, But one of my favorites is this guy, Astro City. Used to be with Image, now it's a Vertigo book. Again, these Alex Ross covers, always worth cover price. Anything from Kurt Busiek is a great comic to read. Lots of fun stuff from the DC guys. Great week for Dark Horse too. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original Whedonverse title. Dark Horse Presents, one of the best anthologies in comics. If you're looking for something a little different, there's mini stories from some of the best creators out there. Always encouraging you guys to pick up Dark Horse Presents. Tomb Raider #1. Always saying what a great job Dark Horse does with their licensed stuff like Conan, Tomb Raider, Alien, Predator. This is the first issue of her new series. Birthright. It's your big Image book this week. Lots of good stuff from Image guys like that one, like Sex Criminals, Polybagged for your convenience. Stray Bullets is my Image book of the week because it's by David Lapham. This book is really messed up, but great stuff. Very well written. Black and white, sort of stark and lots of contrast, but great title. You can kind of jump in on any old issue, but of course it's always best to grab the first trade paperback and catch up to things. And Snowfall is your first issue, gotta have it Image book of the week. Red Sonja and Twilight Zone are my Dynamite books of the week. Like Dark Horse, I'm always saying what a great job Dynamite does with their licensed stuff. Twilight Zone is an excellent premise for comics, so it's really fun to see that one back. So is Red Sonja for that matter. And Bill and Ted Go to Hell is my Boom Studios book of the week, because, well, that's Bill and Ted. Great stuff there. And as always, it's a good week for the all ages stuff. Simpsons comics with Krusty on the Clown right there. You know, I'm always talking about what a great job Bongo does with their Simpsons and Futurama, Bart Simpson. Just as funny as the show. Avengers is my Marvel all ages book because, well, it's got Captain America on the cover. Adventure Time Ice King is probably your all ages title this week. Unless it's Grumpy Cat and Pokey #1. We are Black Cat Comics, of course. So I got to talk about Grumpy Cat. Lots of great stuff this week, so check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something fun to read. Want to mention that this weekend is the Indie Comic Sale. Valiant, Boom, Oni Press, all the greats, from the ones that aren't the big two, all 25% off this weekend, so come down, find yourself a new favorite title. That's all I got for you for this week. You can check us out at Facebook, check us out at blackcatcomics.biz, check out our cool YouTube channel, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.